Phoenix Books presents
Murder for Christmas. Death on Christmas Eve by Stanley Ellin. As a child, I had been vastly impressed by the Borum House. It was fairly new then and glossy, a gigantic pile of Victorian rickrack, fretwork, and stained glass flung together in such chaotic profusion that it was hard to encompass in one glance. Standing before it this early Christmas Eve, however, I could find no echo of that youthful impression. The gloss was long since gone. Woodwork, glass, metal, all were merged to a dreary gray. And the shades behind the windows were drawn completely, so that the house seemed to present a dozen blindly staring eyes to the passer-by. When I rapped my stick sharply on the door, Celia opened it. "There is a doorbell right at hand," she said. She was still wearing the long, outmoded, and badly wrinkled black dress she must have dragged from her mother's trunk, and she looked more than ever the image of old Catherine in her later years. The scrawny body, the tightly compressed lips, the colorless hair drawn back hard enough to pull every wrinkle out of her forehead. She reminded me of a steel trap ready to snap down on anyone who touched her incautiously. I said, "I am aware that the doorbell has been disconnected, Celia," and walked past her into the hallway. Without turning my head, I knew that she was glaring at me. Then she sniffed once hard and dry and flung the door shut. Instantly, we were in a murky dimness that made the smell of dry rot about me stick in my throat. I fumbled for the light switch, but Celia said sharply, "No, this is not the time for lights." I turned to the white blur of her face, which was all I could see of her. "Celia," I said, "spare me the dramatics." "There's been a death in this house, you know that." "I have good reason to," I said, "but your performance now does not impress me." "She was my own brother's wife. She was very dear to me." I took a step toward her in the murk and rested my stick on her shoulder. "Celia," I said, "as your family's lawyer, let me give you a word of advice. The inquest is over and done with, and you've been cleared. But nobody believed a word of your precious sentiments then, and nobody ever will. Keep that in mind, Celia." She jerked away so sharply that the stick almost fell from my hand. "Is that what you've come to tell me?" she said. I said, "I came because I knew your brother would want to see me."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?